Steve Rogers TIG Integrity, and this is a new sliding transducer bracket, mount, whatever you want to call it. This is to suit Lowrance, the Total Scan, all these ones here with a stainless steel mount, Hummingbird with a stainless mount, the RV100. I mean, this fits anything. I can make it fit anything anyway. So, sliding bracket is great for beach launching. You know, so you can have your big, huge transducer hanging out. You roll it off the back of your trailer into the beach. You're not going to snap anything. You can tuck it away. You can adjust the depth of where you want it to sit. Most of these ones sit quite low because you can get good reading under some sort of speed. You can adjust it where you want then. And it's out of the way when you're traveling or whatever. It's just tucked behind the transom, nice and safe behind there. We've probably seen another system where it's made of plastic and aluminium. You can get those for like 20 bucks. You've got something like this hanging off the back of that. They're very, very flimsy and literally made out of aluminium and plastic. So, and this weighs, this weighs what, a kilo or something, half a kilo for these things. Some of these are huge. So I've made this one here, heavy duty, out of 3mm stainless steel. That way it can take whatever. You could go I could make it out of 2mm, but I always like to just do things over. That way we're not going to risk any kind of breaking, or it's just for the sake of weight and shipping. People do things lighter, but I just don't like to do that. I just like to make it as tough as it can be, and that way we're not going to have any issues later. The other one that you've probably seen around has a big massive plate on it, and the idea of the big massive plate is so that you can screw this big massive plate onto that big massive plate. But the problem is that big massive plate, if you've got that sitting down low, that big massive plate's dragging in the water like a brick through water there, and it's going to create a massive spray. So what I've done is I've made it so that these are going to suit whatever transducer you've got. So let's get rid of that rear bracket, which we don't need. That's just for mounting. So we don't need that anymore. And we'll bolt this directly to my transducer mount. Same here. Matter of convenience to bolt that to a big massive plate, sit it down low. Well, the big plate's sitting in the water, isn't it? So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. That's just to screw it to your transom, and let's bolt it directly to that. And we haven't got these things hitting it, spraying, causing spray and all sorts of things when it's sitting down low. Installation, pretty simple. You can see I've got a series of holes at the back here. I'm going to probably put on, depending on your boat, I may put some tags on the back so that the tags spread the load out a bit wider, but that's only on like commercial situations, or your boat's crazy speed or something. You might weld those tags to the back there so we spread it out. But basically, I would put screws in here. I've offset the holes so that the thing doesn't spin, doesn't do this. So if you're going to install it, you want them a screw at least in each side of that. Now, so installation here. All right, so you can take out the whole thing if you need to with a grub screw up here. Right, so you've got your channel. You want to install that channel so that it's not sticking out past there. You don't want that sticking out there. It's going to create a spray with that thing hanging out of there, and that's going to cause all kinds of issues. You hit something with that or whatever. So always keep that behind the transom, safely out of the way there. Screw it in. Use countersunk screws or bolts. So put your sliding packer back in, push it through, and there you go. So you can lower the transducer way out in the open there, and you get plenty of reading under speed there. You sit it wherever you want. When you're finished, tuck it back up, and then as solid as you can get. Set it to where you want it. If you're beach launching, tuck it up, get it in the water, set it back down. Any situation doesn't really matter. I can make it suit any situation you got there. So you might, for example, have one of these on the back of your boat, an aluminium boat, and think, oh, how are we going to get this channel on there? Get this big gap behind here. Well, if you just let me know what the height of that that there is I'll make a packer up that suits it. That's just a piece of plastic there, but we can make anything up just to create that packing so it's the same. Screw it through, screw it to that plate. It just takes up that offset. Doesn't matter what you got here. Some people have got like boat board, doesn't matter. If you've got an aluminium boat, well, we can put a plastic packer behind it too. So there's not going to be any sort of cross dissimilar metal corrosion. That doesn't matter either. So I can just, if I know what you got, I'll provide you with some plastic that'll fit behind there. You just screw through that, you're not going to have any issues at all. Yeah, everything will be made to suit your boat. So if you send me a photo before you purchase, just where you're going to put it on the back of your boat, I will make everything that you need for your particular boat. So this could be sold universally, but that's the service that I give, is that I'll check your boat out first and make sure this will fit your boat. You won't have a problem once you get it. All I need is that photograph, and you can send that through on an email or a text message or through Facebook, a Facebook page. People do it all the time, and that way I double check it before it leaves me, knowing that it's going to fit your situation perfectly. If there is a situation there, well, I'll return back to you with the appropriate questions in order to duplicate your situation here, and then I'll make it so it fits it perfectly. Okay, so the transducer can't fall off. If that was to come loose, which, I mean, you're responsible for tightening that up yourself, but if that was to come loose for any reason, or someone undid it, it can't slide out the bottom. And put this back in here, so it's locked in. So if you want to know anything on the price, or you want to just question the price, or have any questions about the product, then just contact me through my email. Facebook page, you can just go to TIG Integrity and you'll come up with my Facebook page. You can message me through that, or you can call me, text me on 0439 999 736. We send anywhere in the world, but you need to just tell me, if you're asking for a price, just tell me whereabouts you are so that I can cost you, including shipping. Doesn't matter where you are, we can ship it anywhere. We usually will send between 1 to 3 days after payment's been made, and it'll be gone unless your situation is straightforward. Then it should be sent probably 1 to 2 days. It's just in case I've got other work on and I can't particularly get everything sorted out on the next day or something for some reason. But usually we'll send, yeah, like I said, 1 to 3 days after the payment. Look forward to seeing you on the next video.